All right, so I'm gonna attempt to do this weekly on YouTube here and other platforms. I don't have the lights on, just kind of after hours, kind of let my eyes relax a little bit. But finishing up my S13, which I've done a new motor in. I did a new downpipe and quite a bit of induction work and things. So this video or pieces of it are gonna be me finishing the exhaust. So here you go, a little time lapse. I'm just gonna get to work. All right, so that was a time lapse of me doing some pipes and stuff. So I'm turning the camera around and check it out and then move on to the next bit. So basically, this downpipe ended up kind of being a weird shape, not normal what I would build. I kind of wanted to get the heat away from my feet. Noticed the last couple times I'd driven, it got extremely hot. So moved it more centrally and up because the floor actually goes up like this. So was able to do that no problem. Yeah, super happy with that. So I will finish weld this section. It's just easier that way. That way I'm not slinging a super big exhaust on the bench and trying to weld these little detailed areas. I usually don't put any other like V-band or joint in the exhaust, because if you're at the track by yourself and you just need to take your exhaust off, you just take it off there and two hangers, boom, it's on the ground. No reason to reclock or do anything. Just gives you a lot of not something you need to adjust all the time. So if it's getting moved around or broken, if you have a V-band in the back, you could shift the tailpipe and it ground strikes or does something and breaks off. You know, it could end your weekend. I've never had an exhaust fall off a car yet. So, and I usually do a chin up. I'm sure there's a video of that on some other exhausts that I built on here. So definitely always do the 200 pound, 150 pound hanger test on it. All right, so we're on day 2 of the exhaust. I had a crash out moment yesterday. I was not enthusiastic at all. I think when I watch the video back, I'll be able to really tell, but I had to take a nap. So I'm gonna put some more parts on the car and keep filming this, and let's get back to it. All right, so I redid the charge pipe on this side. And I went from the EFR housing to the SXE housing. Gonna see if that makes any bit of a difference as far as the mid-range under the curve power. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I also had the radiator powder coated. I have an additional one right there. It's like a spare. I'll probably run this one until I have to take it out or something happens with the clutch fan. But yeah, so that's what this thing looks like. Kind of got a clash of colors going on right now. Really need to clean up that side over there. That's pretty ugly. But yeah, pretty sinister setup. Gonna do that 4-inch pipe like this down here, then put the filter somewhere in that area right there. These smaller turbos are pretty sensitive to the air inlet temperature. I think the last time we dynoed it, when the car was cold to the touch but warmed up and it hadn't heat soaked, it was worth like 17 horsepower difference. So I'm gonna get that out of there and then get that pipe coated. Also had the catch can powder coated. It looks pretty cool. I'll show you what it looks like. My cowboy boots. But yeah, so been making these tanks for a few years. A couple folks out there have them from me, but basically it's just a multi-stage baffled catch can with a drain. Fits over on that passenger side, like so. Boop. Got 3 lines. Oh my god, I'm dying. So that's that. Get this thing cleaned up. But yeah, that's pretty sick. I'm pretty happy with this. The first time I'm kind of looking at it through the screen here. But yeah, let's go. This is the catch can mounted. Didn't do a good job of showing how that was in the other video. But yeah, this is the setup here. Pretty cool. So, all right, I'm gonna get back on the exhaust. I just wanted to get this mounted up, make sure everything looked good. I need some clamps on there, and we're good to go. But yeah, pretty sinister, dude. All right, so I'm up to this point here. I just kind of want to reference this. I'm really trying to get the exhaust up above the frame rails, the old one. I was kind of lazy, and these cars have quite a bit of ground clearance even. They look low at the body kits, but anyways, I wanted the exhaust to be like perfectly either level with the frame rail or up above it. And if you can kind of look at that, it looks like we're about 1 inch up above the frame rail. Still plenty of clearance there, and the axle, I don't have that tacked yet, but just kind of general idea. I always come in and I notch this part of the subframe. This little deal here that's hanging down will get trimmed out of the way. And then we'll bring it out to a muffler back here. Got to put a bumper on to align the tip. But basically, you can kind of see how the video really doesn't do it justice. It shoots up like quite a bit. Yeah, there you go. That's a good one. You know, obviously the drive shaft and diffs in these cars are fixed, so don't have to worry about that moving at all. But yeah, that's that. So I'm just gonna tack weld this and then probably be done for tonight. This is where I'm gonna end tonight. That other video, I was trying to show you how far it kicked up because the jacks were in the way, but I think that shows it better. Originally I had it, probably about an inch lower, maybe a little more than that, maybe about 1.5 inches down. I like this a bit, and also brought this bend is a little smoother. I don't like doing 90-degree bends in the exhaust because it just sounds weird. So this gets us to like a weird, I think maybe like a 22 back here. So we'll do like a 45 out, and then you know, a 60 or whatever the math works out to deduct that. I'm gonna get a bumper on this thing. It's a little hammered back there. But yeah, I think that shows how much it kicks up quite a bit, and the ground clearance, like, I'm like super happy with that. It's the best. This is the best video right there. So, all right, cool. All tacked up, ready for me tomorrow.